counters to Namor, because Namor, for his vortex to, just to remind everyone, for his vortex to stay up, he has to stay in it. If Ant-Man goes giant form in the vortex of Namor, that's just Namor who's gonna be eating damage unnecessarily, which he could have avoided. So still, I am very questionable about the Namor pick, knowing that there already was an Ant-Man in the other team.
But okay, here's another thing to think about though. If this is gonna be a support Ant-Man, then Dap is going to be on a top lane Captain Marvel. I've known Dap to play Captain Marvel top. I've coached his previous team in the past, so I know how he plays. But in the meta now, do you think this Captain Marvel could be relevant against the lineup that PlayLoud put in? I feel like he might fall off.
Yeah, that is a possibility here. Captain Marvel too. So there's two iffy picks for both of the teams here, because we have our opinions about the Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel in the top lane might be a little bit better than the Captain Marvel jungle, who's just a glass cannon, depending on how Dap is going to build this. That really does leave Ant-Man as the only tank here for the side of his team, and that's gonna be a lot of pressure. That's gonna be a full tank build, and let's see if he'll be able to hold on. We might expect the Ebony Maw to be riding onto Ant-Man a lot, just to give him a little bit more sustain to keep him alive.
Yeah, I don't know about the matchup top side though, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna win in terms of damage. Bot side though, look at Tinker coming in on top of Jesus here. A lot of damage being secured by Simple there. Popping the cards. Neil is pretty low. Jesus is pretty low as well. But both of them are gonna be backing off just in time for Bonnie Jane to come to their rescue. Not gonna hit though. So with that, failed rotation coming in from PlayLoud Esports. They're gonna go back to their respective lanes while Deadpool and Ebony Maw here just do their stuff. You're already seeing a movement here topside. Van Astria diving on top of Coffee. Coffee dropping pretty low. He's not gonna die at this point though. So it's just gonna be enough for him to go back to base, get that first aid kit, and allow that reset on the top lane. Meanwhile, mid lane could be another action-packed game here for both of these mid laners, but no, Van Astria is eyeing the bot lane.
Enemy hero.
Van Astria going for the dive. Oh, they're diving right under the tower. GG's taking a lot of damage. He might get taken out here, but he's safely under there. They can't go for the dive, but it's actually going to be Bonnie Jane in the middle lane, able to secure the first kill of the game against Ebony Maw.
That was a good movement there. Now that Bonnie Jane was aware that Deadpool went bot side, he immediately took the risk and went after the Ebony Maw, securing first blood. But now, look at another rotation here coming in from EU. This jungle Thanos could potentially do a lot for PlayLoud Esports, but right now, Deadpool is doing most of the rotations that enable his team. So we're gonna need to see more movements here coming in from the Thanos, but I feel like this is just buying time for the inevitable to happen. EU on a full damage build could easily delete the Gambit or the Ebony Maw. So if this Thanos comes online and gets fat, it's gonna be really scary right now for PGS. However, it's gonna be Bonnie Jane trying to run away. Not gonna be enough though, because it's gonna be a full 5-man rotation to commit on that Jubilee. 1-1, 3 minutes and 25 seconds into this game. Good play coming in for BGS, but looks like there's gonna be an answer here. EU tries to fight against the Deadpool, not gonna reach that really fast moving Deadpool, and with that, we're gonna have another reset.
Oh, they though really making a bit of noise here. Definitely showing PGS that this is your house, but you know what? We want to give it a good fight, make it maybe force a game 3, and a game 3 is all that we want to see. May isang nag-comment, anakan mo ako, Van Astria, and you do you, nothing else. Yeah.
While this is happening though, there's gonna be another fight here. Oh my god, the Gambit is already gone. Thanos coming in. Just as I mentioned how big of a deal you can be. They take out this Gambit, and that is gonna allow them to start this Leviathan. Van Astria though is gonna try to cut in from the side. Tinker is gonna be trying to do this knock-up to delete this Thanos. Not gonna even happen. It's gonna be the Thanos deleting the Ant-Man. This Leviathan will be taken by Playloud Esports, and they are making it loud, making it proud. They're going for this mid lane push after that huge win in that Leviathan pit.
EU going in for a gank here onto Dap. Dap, oh, a little bit of an overstep. He might get caught out here. The boulder crash, and the damage coming in from the Thanos as well. Wow, that was just beautiful communication there by EU and Coffee. The moment Dap used that punch and jumped forward, just a little bit of a step too far away from tower, boulder crash, followed up by damage. Great play by the two frontliners here of the in the side of Playloud. Going back to the action here in the middle lane though, Bonnie Jane versus Lag, a bit of an even score now, both having 1 deaths, and Lag can be the game changer here for his team. If all else fails, having the Ebony Maw could be absolutely big here for PGS.
Exactly. Lag right now, not having a good game. It's not as impactful as the performance we saw from his Doctor Strange. It's a little different now. EU is trying to rotate into the mid lane though, but I think PGS are aware of this. Another thing I want to point out, EU is not using a quantum rifle. He's building tanky. So this Thanos might fall off in the late game. They're already committing on top of Top here. They know how squishy this Captain Marvel could be. Coffee's in the middle there, taking a lot of tower shots. Dap is gonna stay alive, but now it's gonna be 3 tanks on the top lane. Here comes Van Astria along with Ebony Maw. After a quick initiation from EU, they're gonna be forced to back off.
The itemization here on the side of Playloud is actually, it's smart. The reason why Mars Blaze was built there by that Thanos is because their other tank, or the Namor support, actually picked up the support item. So they are gonna need of a tankier presence that GG just can't be just yet. The fact that he only has the boots that makes him walk much faster as long as the enhancement serum. Angel actually got taken out just now though. They might be able to get some more. Tinker pops up the giant form, but that's only to play it defensively, and PGS have a good push there in the bottom lane, but that is going to be 2 towers taken by Playloud and only 1 right now taken by PGS.
That is also going to be a double-edged sword here for Playloud, because if they are going to have a tankier Thanos in the mid to late game, that only means they're going to need to double down on making sure that Angel and Jubilee stay alive. They do not even have a pickoff potential because EU is not going to be strong enough to immediately delete this Ebony Maw or this Gambit or even Dap on this Captain Marvel. And look at that! Look how fast Van Astria and the rest of PGS try to take out Yield here. Yield clutching with that ult, stays alive. Tinker cuts in the middle. Deep Sea Vortex already committed, but here comes Dap coming in. The ult will be enough to take down the Angel. The Boulder Crash though is gonna connect onto Dap. Dap is gonna be surrounded by 3 tanks, but now this is the story of Playloud Esports. They do not have the damage. Thanos is leading the charge, but at the end of the day, how much damage can you deal? Namor gonna be able to secure a wounded Dap kill here in the other side by the jungle. But while this is all happening, you're already seeing Van Astria going forward, taking out that tower. Very, very good movement coming in from PGS. A clutch play coming in from Dap as well, securing a kill onto Neil.
PGS now showing up right now, and yeah, we're seeing it. Playloud doesn't have the damage just yet because that Angel is definitely very still trying to catch up in terms of the farm. Only 4k in gold and 2 deaths already under his belt. Only got to build the double daggers and the hunting greaves, so still waiting out for that dual blade, I believe is his next item. There's already a big fight here into the Leviathan pit, and what the heck just happened? That's gonna be the dead Ant-Man. PGS might get taken out here, but still not enough damage here from coming in from the side of Playloud. Van Astria taking a lot of damage. That's a rapid waiting there for the Thanos. They got to take out the Gambit. The Namor just got taken out by the Captain Marvel. A lot of action, splitting the attention. There goes the Deadpool as well. 3 down for the side of PG. Yes, Dap trying to turn things around, trying to get some more damage, trying to get to turn this around. The Jubilee, here he comes. Coffee taking it out, but they turn it around there, and Dap gets taken out, and Lag gets taken out. So that is going to be an ace, a wipeout in favor of Playloud and PGS. Starting to think, man oh man, this is slowly getting away from us. What do we have to do now to make sure?
Bonnie Jane might even take that tower mid lane. There we go. That's the tower down. Playloud with a very big win there. That opens up a window for them to take control of the Surtur pit. Very, very good play coming in. And right now, EU, and man, I love this. He's proving me wrong right now. This Stormbreaker Mars Blaze build is enough to take down Simple on this Gambit. You saw a dive under tower, and yes, this is a Gambit that could hurt a lot in the fights, but the problem here is he's not yet online, and it's allowing EU to take control. Yes, there's a timer, but the question is, come late game, is Gambit still going to be a factor if 3 tanks are just way too much for this Gambit to handle? We're going to need to wait and see, because right now, Playloud are playing proud, taking control of the map, and they're moving forward to possibly even secure the Surtur. They're going to spot out Simple here at the side of the jungle, though, while Dap goes in for a possible split push. Jubilee gonna answer that and clear the wave immediately, though. So there will be no push happening in the bot side, while the rest of Playloud take control of the top side of the map, possibly even go in for an engagement before they take the Surtur.
PGS, Simple has a difficult task ahead of him. He is gonna have to be the main turnaround factor for his team. Earlier I was saying Lag could be big here on that Ebony Maw, but now at this point of the game, with seeing how the lineup that you're up against, the 3 very meaty tanks, Simple has to be on point with his skill shots, has to be on point with the damage, and has to catch up here.
Yep.
Someone here might get caught out. EU gets knocked up along with Neil and Jesus. Ant-Man playing it safe though, backs off. There goes Stinker. Van Astria situating in that bush, trying to find a good vantage point. They might be scared that they're going to start the Surtur right now, but Playloud is by the Leviathan pit. And actually, instead of the Surtur, we might see the next big fight by that Leviathan if that's where Playloud decides to play it.
That's also going to be a big problem, because if you look at the itemization coming in from Neil, he already has the Valkyrie bow along with the penetration from double daggers. With this kind of item, that is going to render Tinker useless if he cannot reach the Angel. Not to mention the late game coming in from Van Astria on that Deadpool. This Deadpool will fall off. So if he does not have enough damage to take out Angel before Angel reacts, then that only means Angel could turn a fight around, even popping that ult, just like what he did earlier in that mid lane fight. And while this is all happening, this Playloud squad on their composition are still alive. Their mid lane is not even pressured or scathed. They could go for more here while they make a movement. They use the Deep Sea Vortex not to catch anyone. They're going to secure a buff. And while this is all happening, look at Van Astria now heading in for the cut. They might spot out the Deadpool, but you're already seeing Playloud back away, trying to be more careful with their approach, waiting for PGS to make a mistake. The mistake might be here, though, because now they're going to be going for it. Deadpool will secure this Leviathan, and the fight is going to break out. They're going to take out the Ant-Man immediately. Neil is already free hitting. Dap is trying to run away, but Dap Savage is going to be able to take out the Jubilee. Neil is going to pop that ult. That's going to be a double KO now for the Angel. Drop it low, though. He's going to be out of the fight. EU leading that charge will be forced to back off. And while that fight broke out, yes, it's the Deadpool not even joining in. After he secures that Leviathan, he backs off and goes for a push. And now, look at this. Playloud, a little too greedy here. They might go for this Surtur. Deadpool and Ebony Maw along with his Gambit could be there. You know what they want? Never mind. Coffee coming in clutch. Here's some hot coffee for you. The Boulder Crash is gonna take down the Gambit. Van Astria along with Lag are all that's left to stop this Circer. The question is, can they make the seal? No, they cannot. EU is there to repel the Circer and take the crowd. And now it's gonna be PGS on the run. Neil though, not gonna let them run. They're gonna try to take him out, but Neil a little more than he could do possibly. That is gonna be a kill for the Angel, but it's gonna be way too much. Dap is already there. He's gonna take out a double KO now. Nemo's already gone. EU trying to run away from the Captain Marvel. Not even gonna happen. Yes, they secure the Surtur, but 3 lives will fall because they overcommitted in that fight, allowing PGS to get more and lose a lot less. Great play coming in from PGS there.
This is the turnaround they need. If they get more towers here, especially in the mid lane, then this could be a big turnaround. But with Jubilee back and the minion waves really far away, not that big of a win that I wish that PGS could have gotten. But maybe they might be able to take down this top mid lane turret. They do have the damage. Tinker doing a lot to it, just focusing on the tower, but no minion waves. They might go in for the defense here. Will they have enough? The mid lane tower finally goes down. So PGS have made this an even matchup, but the 3K gold lead is there on the side of Playloud. That's at least one item ahead.
Look at that. He might catch out Neil. This is bad. Look at the damage. Oh my god. He popped it off, but he got outplayed. Coffee was ready for him. And now it's Dap playing the price. That is the Captain Marvel down for 40 seconds. That could have been a clutch play, but Captain Marvel was way too slow. Neil was a lot faster. Stays alive, comes back at full. And now it's going to be Playloud taking control, pushing with the Surfer. Costly play, high risk, high reward, yes, but Playloud come out on top of that skirmish, and now they're going to go for the jugular. They want to go for this mid lane tower, but just like that, the Surfer gets deleted. They fully commit to a mid lane push. That only means PGS could defend the side lanes as well. If they split themselves apart and try to take a tower, they could have taken more, but they nearly catch out Simple here. There's gonna be a deep sea vortex connecting. Tinker is gonna knock up a whole lot of them. It's a free hitting Simple right now on this guy. Playloud are falling apart. Simple is going wild. That is gonna be 3 dead. A shutdown, all in favor of PGS. 16 minutes in, Neil is not gonna be a factor because Simple has come online. This Gambit is now a beast, and with 4 dead, PGS, it's their time to shine. They're going for the push. They could even go for the end here with all of these players looking really, really low. Jubilee though, having a skirmish topside. He's trying to go for a split push here. Oh no.
Van Aster going in there for the kill, but somebody gets a turnaround Van Aster, but the bottom lane already taken in, and they're not gonna continue the push. The timers are back, and the rest of Playloud are back. So it's just PGS diving deeper into the map, taking down the towers one by one. They now have 1 tower over Playloud, so PGS just have to play this smart. It is a Leviathan take. They're secured by Van Astria. So what we thought was a really clear Playloud control, suddenly Playhouse showed up, and Simple with a difficult job made it look simple. Free hitting, dancing around in that team fight, able to dance around Thanos, and able to just deal the damage that he needed to deal to the rest of Playloud. If Simple keeps this up, and if Playloud doesn't respect the presence of the Gambit and doesn't go for the focus, then dude, Gambit is just gonna throw the cards left and right, play a game that you don't want to play.
This is bad. This is bad. Thanos is starting to plateau. Look at this item build that he has. He has Mars Blaze and Starlight Armor. These don't stack. These don't stack. This is gonna be a useless item for Thanos. He needs to change that. But he invested in that, and you saw that factor into that fight as he dove onto that Gambit. He did not have enough in the tank to take out the Gambit coming online, and now it's going to be Playloud on the back foot. They already lost one tower, bot side, Coffee's trying to run away. Van Astria is there to try to finish off this kill. This Deadpool may be able to take down the Thing, but the Thing is still alive. He's staying alive. Angel already took down this Captain Marvel. Thing is still fighting, staying alive through all of that. Van Astria was forced to go back. Yes, they take out the Captain Marvel, but right now it's a battle for Surtur because BGS get enough attention from Playloud and get that Surtur uncontested.
Oh man, the Surtur now up for PGS, definitely giving them an advantage in this push. What we might end up seeing here is going to be a split lane. The Surtur is probably going to be sent off to one of the sides, maybe down to middle, but might be a little bit better to send it down onto the top side so you can finally get that turret down. But let's see where they drop it. Still deciding, Ant-Man still waiting while the teams are just securing their positions in the map. This is going to be a big fight here for these two teams. And look at that, Tinker, or whoever it was who got the secure Surtur is actually just waiting for Dap to come back. And yes, they are going to be sending the Surtur in the top lane. The patience by the Ant-Man to not yet spawn Surtur, waiting for Dap to come back. So it's going to be a full team. And the Surtur marking down top lane. GG's is taking a lot of damage by Simple. Backing off. Mew took a lot. He has to heal. Top lane turret is going to go down. Mew on the bottom lane. Van Asher spawns out Coffee, but that's just a bit of a poke. Simple, Dap, and Tinker preparing themselves with the jungle. That turret is going to go down. Just one, just two, just three. There it goes. Surtur. Lakad Matatag still waiting. EU goes in, but it's just a bit of a poke as well for him. It's Simple. He doesn't care. Bonnie J dives in, but here comes the rest of PGS. They're going to turn this around. Oh, the ultimate. The knockup coming in from Ant-Man. The ultimate. Coffee with the ultimate as well. The boulder crash, but no follow-up from the side of Playloud. No damage. Bonnie J is dead. No, make that kneel. The Angel goes out. The Thing goes out. Playloud trying to hold on. They still have the Jubilee, but will they have the damage to stop this? Can they defend this? Can they hold on? They lose 3. Only 2 left. Oh, but nothing. 2 down for the side there of PGN. Bonnie Jane is holding on. Bonnie Jane and Thanos. Double kill already.
Is there?
Surtur gets taken down, and somehow Playloud are holding on to this. But here comes Tinker, and here comes the rest of PGS. EU gets up there by Ebony Ball, and Lag gets the kill onto Thanos. Connie Jane holding on. No more, no minions, no defense. Playloud loses, and PGS takes the series 2-0.
Oh my god, what a defense coming in from Playloud. It just was not enough.